Beats craze. Beats craze.
All right, and Dr. Ali Muhammad, you're all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
See, the people that you get are these people that don't study and don't research or don't think for themselves. Alizar, when he called you, you look like you were getting like nervous, man. You know, you look like you were getting hot under the collar, man. Okay, now you don't want to mess with us, but you're always invited to come down to 34th Street and 7th Avenue.
Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, give double honors to the elders that rule well, and say honors and shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work of true sincerity. All right, so with Al-Azhar Ben Loya, aka the Guerrilla Hebrew, for those of you who just familiarizing yourself with me by that title. Yeah, I just wanted to bring some, just something to the forefront. A recent post, I was informed of a recent post by a brother by the name of Tazapanya down there in Texas, informed me of a recent post that Ali Muhammad had put on his Facebook. Okay, and it reads, there was no Bible before the white man put it together. And if you know why he put it together, when he put it together, in view of world history, then you will understand why you should throw it in the trash and get a hold of the real book we study, which cannot be altered, tampered with, mistranslated, or even misunderstood. The Bible is simply tales of Manetho and Berosus and adventures of Flavius. These are quite outlandish and interesting claims that Ali Muhammad is making. Okay, now I felt obligated, and not even obligated. I felt like I had to. I felt moved to speak up regarding this. I couldn't just allow it to. I could allow this madness to just go unchecked properly. He was making some comments to somebody else here, and he mentions the Popovu, which we're gonna talk about in a second. Okay, but I come on there, and I just merely say, to him in this instance, says the Catholic Quran reader. Okay, because at the end of the day, the Quran and that whole Islamic religion was something that was created by the Catholic Church, and we have evidence and documents to prove it. Which we're gonna get into. Like I said, the Islamic Holocaust has begun, and when a guy who follows the Quran and follows Islam makes these kind of statements, he digs himself in a deep ditch. Okay. Which matter of fact, let's get that real quick. He made a pit and digged. He made a pit and digged it. This Proverbs 7:15. He made a pit and digged it, and has fallen into the ditch which he made, because what he thinks he's doing is digging a ditch for the Israel. He thinks he's digging the Israelites' grave, but as soon as he climbs out of the grave and he gets done digging it, he's gonna fall right his ass back into it, because the information is too prevalent to destroy the bullshit that he's talking about, okay? Which we're going to get into. But this is just a mere check. Like I said, the Islamic Holocaust has began, and it's a war that will be comprised of various smaller battles. But the end result is that Islam is going to be on the bottom and in the ditch. Okay, let's get back to it though. He's speaking about a few things. I mentioned the Popol Vuh, okay, and it parallels the Bible, and I'm actually getting a lesson together regarding that. And for those of you who don't know what the Popol Vuh is, it's known as the Mayan Bible, okay, and it parallels the scriptures so much, and we'll go into it. The fact is that these guys, they can read these ancient scriptures and they don't see the clear parallels of the scriptures to it because they honestly don't have true understandings of the scriptures. I'm going to show some beautiful things through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai on what our brothers, the Mayans, or the tribe of Zebulon, wrote in their scripture, okay? And then I said, you and I both know Mesoamericans are rooted in the Levant or the Middle East, okay? He's talking to this guy about this and that. Let's go down here. Then he's talking about what does he say? He says something regarding the cracker. At some point, I think about the Bible being written by a cracker. Oh, it's the inventors of Rome here, as you see. Now look. So I bring up the well-known fact: why was Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught by a cracker? Okay. Now, this is how he responded. He said, Mesoamericans are rooted in Manding language system of West Africa, and they predate them. Our great scholar Clive Winters already deciphered the language and proved it. Now, I said the alleged predating is disputable, which it is. These guys always talk about what predates what, when all of that is disputable. As soon as you give me a piece of or documentation and say that this predates that, I can give you a counter piece of documentation saying the otherwise. So that whole predating thing is ridiculous. You have to go by relative dating, and you cannot relatively date a paradigm of Mesoamerican to West African because you have no clear indicator of comparison, to compare and contrast. So outside of relative dating, I can't really trust any so-called scientific form of dating because they are all extremely flawed and have all given horrendous readings as far as time goes. But I said the alleged predating is disputable. I would have to see more documentation regarding that, but I wouldn't argue that all those languages see a birthplace in the Near East, though, and you know that, King. I said, and everybody knows that, okay? We see all the languages of the earth are rooted in the so-called Hebraic language, in the Lashawan Kodash language, all right? That's period, okay? Now, look, let's see what he said. He said, in the nation of Islam, we call the Bible the poison book. Oh, the big poison book, right? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad used the Bible because that's where our people were stuck at. And no matter what you think of Master Fard Muhammad, which is the cracker who taught Elijah Muhammad, he taught that the original people are God and that we must sit ourselves in heaven, not wait on a mystery God. So his words, deeds, and actions prove who he was. But the words, deeds, and actions of the Bible prove also to uplift black people, according to what we say. So does that not mean that the Bible is good for and beneficial for our people if the actions of it and the words that are in it and the deeds of it prove what it is? Just because a cracker took it and did what he wanted with it doesn't negate the fact that it's still positive and beneficial for our people. It has our people's history in it, which you'll admit that it does have our people's history in it. You cut yourself. What you got is a two-edged sword. When you thought you cut me with that whole thing to justify Fard Muhammad's cracker ass, you cut yourself in that you had to justify the Bible using that same logic. You see, this is where these guys go wrong, but we always handicap these guys and they always get stuck because, number one, their measuring stick is their own wicked mind, and that's why they get stuck like that. And I said, well, why did that cracker Fard disappear on y'all? He said, and then he, notice real quick, I didn't even pick up on this. Notice what he's calling him. Master. Fard Muhammad is the master. Elijah Muhammad, the black man, is the honorable. But the master is that cracker. Notice that. So why he disappeared? Why that cracker up and leave you niggas? The civilization in the Americas are way older than Eastern civilization. Okay, well, again, that's all arguable. Like I said, that's arguable, brother. I could say the cracker wrote the Quran as much as you could say he wrote the Bible and then gave y'all the nation, because he believes that the Catholic Church that was established at the time when Islam was created was crackers running it. So by that same logic, if I could prove that the Catholic Church created Islam and created the Quran, then the cracker created Islam and the Quran. You see what I'm saying? Which we have all these documents. I'm just coming off the top of the head, but we gonna show and prove. I'm not just coming out of my ass. Because what I've heard about Ali Muhammad from reliable sources that he is one of two. Well, not he is one of two things. That he is two things: a bluffer and a makeup artist. Okay, those word for word what a brother had related to me regarding Ali Muhammad and his so-called alleged scholarship. Therefore, I'm not gonna bluff or make any document up. I'm gonna actually bring, show, and prove all documentation. And I'm not the one you even debating. You might not even make it to the debate through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to be honest, because we're gonna slowly open the floodgates on Islam, and the Islamic Holocaust has commenced. Okay. Like I said, the cracker wrote the Quran as much as you say he wrote the Bible, and he gave y'all the nation. All right, in for Muhammad. Moreover, according to you, the indigenous peoples had the Bible upon the cracker's arrival. How is it the cracker's book? Now, I want you to pay attention to something. Matter of fact, we're going on the post-production, I'm going to put in the clip where he says that the Native American Indians already had the Bible when the cracker got here, and they told the cracker that it was their book.
But I'm bringing that up because one of the presidents, whose name was Elias Boudinot, wrote a book called A Star in the West. And he talked about the native people who were here and how they were the lost tribes of Israel. And he talked about how they had the Bible in America prior to the European. This is his quote. Again, the book is A Star in the West by Elias Boudinot. And his quote is, he's talking about the Lenape, or the Nanticoke Moors. It is said amongst their principal or beloved men that they have it handed down from their ancestors that the book which the white people have was once theirs. Now the book that they're talking about is the Bible. Now again, I'm telling you, the Bible is the history of the most ancient lineage on earth, which is this Moorish or Israelite history. A black history.
Notice in these comments that he is going to go on to say he doesn't address that fact one bit whatsoever, because he falls on his own sword. Okay? Ali Muhammad, man, you gonna checkmate your goddamn self if you keep it up. Okay? Now we done been cool, everything been cool. I don't know if you realize it was the gorilla you was talking to, but it's the gorilla you talking to, brother. Don't play like that, and don't try to. People say you was trying to undermine me. Don't try to undermine me, because you was looking kind of nervous on that couch. You was looking kind of shaky, baby, when I gave that call.
Alizar, when he called you, you looked like you were getting like nervous, man. You look like you were getting hot under the collar, man. Okay.
Now I'm a respectable brother, like y'all said. I'm a respectable brother, but at the same time, when it gets heated, I'm gonna bring the dagger, man. Okay. You see this right here, the Sakari. I represent the sect of the Sakari. Sakari mean the dagger men, okay? Ancient Israelite radical zealots, okay? That got the job done on niggas and crackers alike, okay? But let me continue, okay? But really, it's all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and that's whose name and power and spirit we coming in. And that's why we always gonna prevail over whoever we face, because we coming in the name of the Most High God, creator of heaven and earth. Unlike the rest of y'all. Y'all coming in the name of your goddamn self, and that's why you be looking stupid at the end of a debate. Like a polite, like a Sarah Sutan Seti. Okay? Like Brother James is about to, because he's going to try to justify Islam. Islam is a man-made, goddamned religion. Okay? But let me continue. So he commented, he didn't disappear. That's what mystery ghosts do. But that's what Far Muhammad did. He disappeared. He is a mystery ghost, deified cracker to the Nation of Islam. And you can't say that he's not. Okay, and if you do, you're in denial. He taught, completed his job, then was done, and since no one has produced more productive men than the fruit of Islam, Elijah, Malcolm, Farrakhan, Khalid, Muhammad Ali, Jeremiah Shabazz, Malik Zulu Shabazz, Sarnetta, formerly Salik Quran. Notice he's not a Muslim anymore. Dr. Ali Muhammad, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, we are known all around the world. Show me one Hebrew Israelite that's known beyond his neighborhood. for anything but screaming at people. LMAO. So now he's in his feelings. Now we can notice we done got somewhere because now he done totally threw the scholarship out the window, totally ignored a point that he made in one of his lecture on Benjamin Banneker, okay, which we gonna play. Totally ignored the point he made, which cut his goddamn self, and went to the scoffing. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Let's go here. I said LOL. Now we gotta be world renowned. Y'all walk, talk, and dress like the cracker. Yet y'all talk black nationalism. They do walk, talk, and dress like the cracker. They wear the suits. The nation are very subservient to Western Eurocentric forms of dress and things of that nature. They wear a bow tie, which is a fucking phallic symbol. Okay, that is a form of a cock that you wear around your neck, and you got the nerve to ask a group of Hebrew Israelite men to wear that on their neck for 6 months. Well, good thing we ain't gonna have to worry about that because you ain't gonna win. Okay. Moreover, you aren't even in total agreement with some of the men you mentioned. You talk about how great these men are, but you don't even agree with them, and you don't even believe they all have the proper form of Islam. We are pillars of hope. You are pillars of spiritual dope. A bunch of niggas that move like a mafia, sell dope, and murder brothers throughout the whole country. And this is the organization you have nerve to claim is superior, and that's true. They killed Khalid. They killed Malcolm. Okay? Them same fruits of Islam that you boast about. That's a goddamn joke. Islam is Catholic mystery religion that was created for Arabia, nothing more. The book defeats itself. You know it, and we're gonna show and prove that. I spent half of yesterday in the Quran. That motherfucker's a doozy. The way it kills itself, just as Ali Muhammad is falling on his own sword, the Quran, the book he stands on, falls on his own sword. So no wonder why he falls on his own sword, because he follows a book that also falls on his own sword. Let's continue to what he's talking about. The white man put the Bible together, and there is enough proof to blast y'all to Pluto and back, and he put it together to enslave our people from the first meeting to compile it till today, and he knows that he has done is what he has done is irreversible as long as you think it's from that nigga Yahweh. Okay? All right. Don't worry. The Islamic Holocaust has begun. We'll see whose information prevails. Proverbs 18-17. One of my favorite scriptures, especially with dealing with a guy like him. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him out. Right? Now, I was going to leave it at that, but he want to keep scoffing because he's in his feelings. Ha ha ha. And King James wasn't no damn black man. He was as white as George Bush, and his family line is recorded all the way back to white Germans. And if you don't know what book records every European white family, you better tell ISUPK to not even mention that devil King James. Okay, Ali. Knowing damn good and well the white German fake Jew devil stole the thrones of Europe after King James ruled. Fuck out of here. Notice fuck out of here look a lot like Fruit of Islam. Anyway. You put black history in a damn near Eurocentric box. Black history is geocentric. You and I both know it, but it's alright, we're gonna show and prove. Now what I mean is he puts it in the Eurocentric boxes in the fact that he looks at black history from the so-called white man's perspective as if we weren't the superiors of Europe for 1,000 years. That's why it's in a damn near Eurocentric box. Black history is Jewish. And what I mean is the Israelites, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, we done been all around the world and we done ruled shit all around the world and we have proved we are the supreme race all around the world. That's what it means geocentric. It means global. You know, something that is centered on the whole planet Earth. Okay? Now he say, ha ha ha, Islamic Holocaust, right? Yeah, right. You can bury them Arabs all you want. I drip of that blood will spill on me. They enslaved our people for 1,000 years. Now here's the thing. When I say Islamic Holocaust, I'm talking about you niggas that's up in Islam. I don't give a damn about no Arab that's up in Islam that was created for them. They can have it. It's not for us. I'm talking about us. I am going to do a Holocaust of the Muslims among our people, among our communities. Okay? Every other people outside of our people can have whatever the fuck the religion they want. That's cool. I don't give a damn. I'm worried about our people. I have motivation to kill the black Muslim and not even actually kill the black Muslim, but kill his ideology to bring him back to the truth, which is the Bible, which the Quran is loosely based off of, which is a generic version of. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Got the nerve to try to discredit the Bible when you read a book that's like my elder Tahar said is rotten Swiss cheese. and has zero bearing in life without the Bible. They way worse than white Jews and white British, French, etc. You are too dumb. Now see, look, he's trying to assault my intelligence. We're going to see where that gets you. You are too dumb to even comment on Islamic history because everything you know about it, you learn from white people. Everything you know about the Bible, you learn from white people. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. I'm respectful to Ali because Ali does have a lot of information and knowledge regarding a lot of certain topics. And I fuck with him on that regard. But as soon as you come out, you calling me dumb and making these outlandish claims, what you're doing is, again, you digging a pit for yourself, as we mentioned. Okay? But don't worry. It's all right. It's all right, Ali. You gonna learn. We're gonna bury y'all next to those Jews in Germany with your book of tales and fictions. Okay. Everything you learned of the Bible, you learned from a cracker. LOL. You got nerve, Ali. I guess the rumors are true. You're a good bluffer and a makeup artist. And he hasn't responded since then. And he shouldn't, because I was trying to end it before it even got to that. But see, he was so in his feelings that he tried to go to the carnal level of pointing and name calling and ha ha ha, fruit of Islam is better than y'all. That's all right. That's all right, Ali. We're going to show and prove everything. I got a few scriptures before we go any further. The fear of the Lord, this is Proverbs 8:13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Pride and arrogancy and the evil way and the froward mouth do I hate. And that is, and here's the thing about the book of Proverbs. You can't argue about the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs is words of wisdom. These are universal and they ring true. Okay? Pride and arrogancy, that's what we just saw Ali Muhammad display. And the Lord God, creator of heaven and earth, creator of the universe, hates that. Now, Ali Muhammad believes in the creator. Would you not agree that the creator would likely frown upon pride and arrogancy, especially when it is puffed up towards his own brother? Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom. Now look, in previous interactions between Ali Muhammad and I, everything has been cool. Everything has been, we've been good. We've been on a level. But through the pride of Ali Muhammad, now contention has come. He's not being well advised, so we're not having a wise discourse anymore. His pride is causing that contention. It's Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. And that's what we see in it. He's having all this pride. He's so puffed up. That's because his destruction and his fall is coming soon. In that debate, he getting ready to have the ISUPK. It might even happen at the pre-debate. And through the Spirit, Lord willing, I'm going to put some videos out with some of this information I got, which is going to help put that nail in that coffin. All right? You might have to wear that garment and be out there with the ISUPK 6 months. All right, Ali? This is the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, the 10th chapter, verse 12 to 16. The beginning of pride is when one departed from God. He gave all praise to the Creator when I complimented and I bigged him up. But now he's being prideful. So he has departed from the Creator, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. Strange calamities and overthrowing and destruction come to those who are puffed up in this pride against the Creator. Okay, the Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes. Can we not deny that? Can you deny that the thrones of proud princes have been thrown down? Did not Alexander lose his throne? Did not them proud ass pharaohs in Egypt lose their throne? And set up the meek in their stead. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. The Lord overthroweth countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. So the Lord, when somebody is all puffed up and proud, the Lord is getting ready to take them down. Now you could say the universe. The universe. Well, what goes around comes around. That is a universal principle that is found in the scriptures. That's universal. Okay, so all this pride, you're going to get something for that. You're going to get a recompense into your bosom for that pride. And even if you don't believe in the Bible, universally, through universal proverbs and logic and concepts like a so-called karma, you're going to get what you get for that. You're going to get your just due for that. Okay?